Hello! Hi guys, it's Inam4 here with an unboxing for the Sony Xperia Z, and Sony's definitely come to play in 2013 with this new flagship model. So let's take a look what you get out of the box. Incidentally, I purchased this from Amazon for £525, and that's how much you get it SIM-free here in the UK, and this is a white model. The box is fairly standard as per Sony's boxes these days, fairly slim. You've got the serial numbers and IMEI numbers along the bottom. Along the back here, you've got some certifications as well as some of the specifications of the device, as well as some of the sensors and technology used, some of the branding along the back there. So if we just put that down there and just lift this up and just leave that to one side. Ooh, that does look nice. So let's see if we can just crop that out. As I said, this is a white model, so we'll just leave that there for a second. As you can see out of the box, you do get a screen protector with it. So you've got the microfiber cloth there, as well as a little squeegee along the bottom. And yes, they do include two, so you've got one for the front and back of the device. So we'll leave that to one side as well. Let's see what else we get. I'm gonna lift this, whoops, even open. Leave that to one side. So you got some startup guides from Sony here. Some bump if you really need to read all of that. Read it when you're bored. And what else we've got? Some more paperwork. Read it when you're bored if you're really that into it. Again, some further health and safety information. There's a lot of health and safety information with this device. Sony like to make you feel safe and keep you informed about the devices. So there we go. That's some quick setup guide and some health and safety information there. And if we take a look here, as you can see, these are just some spare earbuds for the headphones that come with the device. Slightly varying sizes there for different ear sizes, obviously. We'll leave those to one side there as well. Next up here, we've got a UK 3-pin power adapter here, which plugs into the wall socket. And you've got the USB 2.0 port there, which this plugs into, which is a power adapter and data transfer cable as well. So you've got the USB 2.0 connector there, which plugs into this here. And then if you can see this along the other side, you've got, as you can see there, a micro USB cable there, which plugs into the bottom of the device to provide data transfer and charging capabilities there. And finally, we have the headphones from Sony. As you can see here, the Sony headphones look very, very well built. Nice earbud design where the lead itself curves inwards instead of outwards. I do like those a lot. Certainly a world apart from some of the other manufacturers. But there you go. So you get the standard 3.5mm audio jack there. That's enough about the box, so we'll put that down there, get the headphones left there. Let's have a look at the unit itself. As I say, this is a white model here. 16GB internal storage, 2GB of RAM. So let's get it busted open. So just a sleeve there to get it out. Leave that to one side over there. So even taking the sleeve off there, you can see the screen's got a screen protector on, as well as all sides of the phone, even the back. So let's get the top off. And are you ready? Awesome. That sounded really good. Come on people, get your geek on. Okay, let's take the back off now. Oh yeah, that sounds good. So nice kind of glass shiny finish along there. Not glossy like the Samsung phones. It's not hyper glazed at all. You've got a little Sony sticker there, which I'll peel off later. First things first, let's get the device powered on. So just hold down the power button until it switches on. It's vibrated to state that it's recognized the power touch. So while that boots up, let's have a quicker look around the device. So you've got the front-facing camera, which is a 2.2 megapixel shooter. It shoots at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Ooh, look how good that looks. The 1080p screen display does look awesome. Sony have done definitely a good job. Look how vibrant those colours look. Well, that's booted into it faster than what I thought it was going to boot into. But anyway, let's continue around the device. So you've got the earpiece along the top, just above the Sony logo there. And I don't know if you can see it in the light there, but you've got the two sensors. As you can see, you've got the notification light and the sensor next to it. And obviously the earpiece and the camera there. Towards the bottom of the device, you've got the mouthpiece there, the first microphone. And if you go around the right hand side of the device, you've got a cover just there. You can't really notice it because there's nothing in terms of markings on it, but if I can get my fingers in, because I've got no nails, that's the micro SIM card slot in there. And as you can see, as the flap comes out, you've got rubber sections along the inside to keep it waterproof. And obviously if you snap these off, your device is no longer waterproof. Okay, continue down, you've got the power button there. Obviously you've got the up and down rockers there, very minimalistic, just up and down arrows there. Along the bottom of this side, you've got the speaker and the 2 holes there for the strap to go through. Along the bottom, you've just got some made in China writing with some barcodes there as well. So if we go through to the other side now, you've got nothing along the bottom edge here. You've got 2 contacts there, and incidentally these are for the docking station charging. Okay, and just above there you've got some markings there for a micro SD card slot, as you can see. And if I can get my fingers around that way, hopefully this should come out as well. There you go. It's very slim indeed, just about gets the SD card slot in there. And obviously as you can see, you've got rubber sections to keep this watertight as well, and that goes in nicely. And just above it you've got another section which isn't marked again, but if I can get that open, this is for the micro USB slot for data transfer and charging, whichever you decide to use it for. Again, that one's sealed along the back. You can see the black sealant along the inside there, rubberized sealant. Okay, they clip in very nicely, not awkward at all. And along the top, if we have a look here, you've got the headphone jack there, and if I can get that off, you should be able to see inside. There you go, the 3.5mm audio jack just inside there, and again as ever the black rubber sealant along the back there. That goes in nicely. Moving along to the back here, you've got 13.1 megapixel shooter here, which supports a resolution of 4128 by 1396. You can see the LED flash just below it there, which includes autofocus as well. And incidentally, this little hole here is a secondary microphone used for noise cancelling. And if you're wondering what this is, I stand corrected. This is not just a sticker. Behind the sticker is the NFC chip inside. So if you're going to be touching other NFC pads, that's the back of the device, or the area that you're going to be using to hover close to them. And incidentally, you'll notice the back can't be removed, so the battery inside can also not be changed either. It's completely sealed in the device, obviously to keep the device watertight and keep its certifications. But the battery itself comes in at 2330 milliamp hours, so it's not the largest battery in the world, but Sony do say, coupled with its software tweaks with stamina mode, it will last you some time. So we'll be testing that out as well later on. And obviously this device itself comes with 2GB of RAM as standard, and as I say, this is a 16GB variant. No other variants have been unveiled as yet by Sony, but watch this space, we will let you know as more details come out. Well, that's just displayed the boot up screen. I'm just going to select a UK and hit done there. And while we're here, I'll also advise that the CPU comes from QualComm and is a Snapdragon quad-core 1.5 GHz Krait CPU. So it should pack a punch indeed. I haven't got any SIM cards installed, so we're just going to accept the disclaimer and agree to the usage info. And there we go. That booted in pretty quick. I expected it to go through some Google logins of sorts, but no, that's loaded straight in there. And you gotta admit, the screen does look good. Sony have done a very, very good job indeed. As I say, they definitely come to play for 2013. And if we go to settings, just to see what it's running, go down to the bottom, have a look at about device, and you can see their Android version is Jelly Bean 4.1.2. Sony do state this will be upgradable to 4.2 at some point. They reckon it may be towards the end of March, but no specific dates have been released as yet. But again, watch this space, we'll let you know. While we're here, let's have a swipe around, see how quickly it navigates between screens. I haven't got it hooked up to the Wi-Fi or anything here, so that's why the widgets are still having a play around. That swipes through pretty quick. The app drawer loaded really quick there as well. So I like it really snappy, to be fair, and it is very snappy indeed. I do like that a lot. And that's been a look at the Sony Xperia Z unboxing. Any questions or comments you guys have got, hit them up in the comment section down below there. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video and you like what you saw. If you haven't already done so, hit subscribe. It's also down there as well. It doesn't cost you a penny and it's totally free. Have an awesome day and we'll see you next time.